Hello children, in previous class we had discussed a few questions from the sample question papers. Today we will continue the discussion. Okay, in previous class we have discussed 4 questions. Today I will start with the 5th question. Okay, see children, why do acids show acidic behavior only in the presence of water? Okay, so answer for this is these acids, they will show acidic behavior only in the presence of water. We have to give reason why it shows only acidic behavior. It shows acidic behavior only in the presence of water. So children, see here, we know that we will take one example for acid, that is hydrochloric acid. According to the definition of acid, the acid is the substance which releases hydrogen ion when it is dissolved in water. Okay, so children, see here, this hydrogen, it dissociates into, this hydrogen chloride, it dissociates into hydrogen ion and chloride ion. Okay, when this water is dissolved in, when this hydrochloric acid is dissolved in water, so it gives hydrogen ion and chloride anion. This hydrogen ion is also known as proton. Okay, this hydrogen ion is also known as proton, and this hydrogen ion released by the acid. This hydrogen ion released by the acid will combine with one water molecule and it will form hydronium ion. It will form hydronium ion. Okay, see here, this is the acid when it is dissolved in water. Okay, when it is dissolved in water, this acid releases hydrogen ion which combines with this water and will get the hydronium ion and chloride anion or chloride ion. This is the hydronium ion. The hydrogen which is released by the acid, it does not exist in free form. Okay, it is always it combines with water. Okay, the free hydrogen ions are not available. Always they are combined with the water. If water is not there, means this proton again it will combine with this chlorine and it will form again HCl molecule. So when water is available, this hydrogen ion, hydrogen ion is released by this acid, hydrochloric acid. If you take any other acids also, they will absorb the same thing. Okay, the acids, when in water they dissociates into hydrogen ion and chloride anion in case of this HCl acid. So the hydrogen ion or proton released here, it does not exist in free form. Always it exists in the combined form with water. It combines with water and it forms the hydronium ion. If the water is not available, means this hydrochloric acid, that acid molecule will not undergo ionization. Because of this reason only, acids show acidic behavior only in presence of water. Okay. Now we will move to the next question. 6th question. On adding few drops of universal indicator to 3 unknown test tubes. Three unknown colorless solution colorless solutions P, Q and R taken separately. Taken separately in 3 test tubes. In 3 test tubes, a student observed that changes in color as green in test tube P, red in test tube Q and violet in test tube R. Okay, identify the nature of solutions in test tubes P, Q and R. Okay, children, see here. They have taken test tubes. They have taken 3 test tubes and these 3 test tubes are named as P, test tube Q and test tube R. Okay. In test tube P, test tube Q and test tube R, they have taken some colorless solutions. Okay. To all the test tubes, they are adding universal indicator. Universal indicator is added to all the 3 test tubes. After adding universal indicator, in case of test tube P, the colorless solution changes into green. Colorless solution changes into green, and in case of test tube Q, the colorless solution changes into red colored solution. The color of the colorless solution changes to red color, and that of solution in test tube R, its color changes, color changes from colorless to violet. So on the basis of these 3 colors, we have to identify the nature of the solutions in all these 3 test tubes. We know that universal indicator, okay, universal indicator, it shows green color when the solution, this universal indicator is added to the neutral solution. Okay, and it shows red color when indicator is added to the acidic solution. And it shows violet color when indicator is added to the basic solution. Okay, so we have to remember this, children. It's very important, the color change of the universal indicator in neutral solution, acidic solution and basic solution. You have to remember this one, color change. Okay, in case of neutral solution, okay, in case of neutral solution, if we add the universal indicator, the color change will be green. We'll observe the green color. In case of acidic solution, we'll observe a red color, and in case of basic solution, we observe violet color. So, if you know this color change means, you can answer this question. They have asked you to identify the nature of the solutions in test tubes P, Q and R. So in case of test tube P, the color change is green. So the solution in the test tube P is neutral solution. And in case of test tube Q, okay, the color change is red. Therefore, the solution in the test tube Q is acidic solution, or we can say acid. In case of test tube R, the color change is violet. Therefore, the solution in the test tube R is basic solution. Okay. So like this we have to answer the question. So to answer this type of questions, you should know the color change of indicator. Here they have given universal indicator in neutral, acidic and basic medium. Next we will see 7th question. Children, you can see here. On adding a few drops of universal indicator to the 3 unknown colorless solutions P, Q, R taken in 3 test tubes separately as shown in the figure. Here they have given the figure. See here, they have given the 3 test tubes. Okay, in 3 different test tubes, 3 test tubes are taken. And these 3 test tubes are filled with colorless solution. Okay, they are filled with colorless solution, and these test tubes are named as P, Q and R. Okay. A student observed the changes in color as given in P, as green in test tube P and red in test tube Q and violet in test tube R. And here they have asked you to arrange the test tubes in the decreasing order of the pH of the solution and name the neutral solution. You have to name the test tube in which neutral solution is placed. Okay, almost this question and the previous question they are similar, but in this question they have asked you to arrange the test tubes in the decreasing order of the pH of the solution. Okay, children, see here. In test tube P, test tube Q, test tube R. Okay. In test tube P, the color change is green, and in case of test tube Q, color change is red. In case of test tube R, color change is violet. Okay. So, children, remember the color change of universal indicator in neutral, acidic and basic solution. See here, try to remember this one. So on this basis we can predict whether the nature of acid in these 3 different test tubes. So in case of test tube P, the color change is green. So this solution is neutral solution. Okay, children, pH of the neutral solution is 7. Okay, and in test tube Q, the color change is red and the nature of solution is acidic solution. pH of this solution in test tube Q is less than 7. Okay, and in case of test tube R, the color change is violet. So here the nature of solution is basic solution. So pH of this solution is greater than 7. Children, we know that in pH scale, if the pH value is equal to 7, then the solution is neutral. Okay, if the pH value is greater than 7, then the solution is basic. If the pH value is less than 7, then the solution is acidic. You should remember this also. It is also very important. So now you have you know the nature of solution, and also we know the values. Okay, we know the we don't know the exact pH value of that particular solution, but we know whether the value comes in acidic range or a basic range, like that. Okay, so now we can arrange these test tubes in the decreasing order of the pH of the solution. Okay, we have to arrange these test tubes in decreasing order of the pH value. So we know here in test tube Q the value is less than 7. Okay, the value is less than 7. Wait. In case of test tube R, its value is greater than 7. So first we will write this one. Since we are writing in the decreasing order of their pH value, we are writing in decreasing order of their pH value. So here first we have to write the test tube R, because in test tube R the solution is basic solution and its pH value will be greater than 7. Okay, next we have to write the test tube Q, because its value is, sorry, not Q, P. We have to write the test tube P. In test tube P the solution is neutral solution and its pH value is 7. Okay, at last we have to write the test tube Q, because the solution in the test tube Q is acidic solution and its pH value will be less than 7. So this is the decreasing order of, this is the arrangement of test tubes having different solutions in the decreasing order of their pH value. And they have asked one more question. Name the test tube in which neutral solution is placed. So in a test tube P, neutral solution is placed because its pH value is 7 or its color change is green. Okay. So like this we have to answer the questions. Children, next we will move to the 8th question. Children, see here. What do you observe when you drop a few drops of acetic acid to a test tubes containing phenolphthalein indicator, distilled water, universal indicator and sodium hydrogen carbonate? Okay, children, see here. They have taken 4 test tubes. Test tube 1, test tube 1, test tube 2 and test tube 3 and test tube 4. In first test tube they have taken what, that one, phenolphthalein indicator. In first test tube they have taken phenolphthalein indicator and in second one they have taken distilled water. They have taken distilled water and in third one they have taken universal indicator. Okay. In fourth test tube they have taken sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay. So in 4 different test tubes they have taken, in test tube 1 they have taken phenolphthalein indicator, in test tube 2 they have taken distilled water and in test tube 3 they have taken universal indicator. In case of test tube 4 they have taken sodium hydrogen carbonate. In all the test tubes they are adding acetic acid. Okay, acetic acid is added to the acetic acid is added to the all these 4 in all the 4 test tubes. This acetic acid is added. We have to tell what changes takes place in all the 4 test tubes. Okay, since we know that this acetic acid is a acid, when this is added to the test tube having, it is added to the test tube 1 having phenolphthalein indicator. Okay, the color will see the phenolphthalein, actually this phenolphthalein is colorless. On adding this acetic acid there is no change in the color of the phenolphthalein indicator. The color of the solution color remains same or there is no change in the color. Okay, since we know that in the color. Okay, since we know that this phenolphthalein in acidic medium, it is colorless. In basic medium, it shows pink color. So we are adding acetic acid to the phenolphthalein indicator solution. So here there is no change in the color. The colorless solution, that colorless phenolphthalein indicator remains as it is on adding this acetic acid. Okay, when we add this acetic acid to the distilled water, okay, we are adding the acetic acid to the distilled water. So on adding, this acetic acid is diluted. Here there is no change in color, or here only the acid, this acetic acid is diluted. And when we add this acetic acid to the universal indicator, the test tube having universal indicator, we see that we observe the red color. This color of the universal indicator changes and we'll see the red colored solution on adding the acetic acid. Because acetic acid, it shows red color when universal indicator is added. Okay, the color changes from colorless to red in case of test tube 3, which is having universal indicator. On adding acetic acid, we'll see the red colored solution. In case of test tube 4, sodium hydrogen carbonate is placed in test tube 4. On adding the acetic acid, okay, on adding the acetic acid, we'll see the brisk effervescence. We'll see the brisk effervescence. It is due to release of carbon dioxide gas. Okay, when this acid is added to the sodium hydrogen carbonate, if you take any acid, not only this acetic acid, if you take any acid and if you add this acid to the sodium hydrogen carbonate, will observe the brisk effervescence. This brisk effervescence is produced, or we observe brisk effervescence due to the release of carbon dioxide gas. Here, acid on reacting with sodium hydrogen carbonate, it releases carbon dioxide gas and will observe the brisk effervescence. Brisk effervescence ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಸೋಡಾ ಬಾಟಲ್ನ ಶೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸೋಡಾ ಬಾಟಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಶೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಉಕ್ಕಿ ಹರಿತದ. ಸೊ ಅದು ವಿಲ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಬಬಲ್ಸ್, ಏರ್ ಬಬಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ. ಸೊ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವ, ಆ ರೀತಿ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬ್ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಎಫರ್ವೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, in today's class we will stop here. In next class we will continue the discussion.